Because in Pack City, all we do is win. You know what I'm saying? Our W's are in our name. You know what I'm saying?
Well, with all the injuries that the Winnipeg Jets have had, you certainly couldn't tell that they had any tonight. The weirdest game I have seen in a very long time, Jets versus Canucks, and obviously the Canucks aren't a very good team, but literally every fill-in guy for the Jets today seemed to have a really good night. Nate Schmidt goes down, Kyle Capobianco comes in and he scores. Like, come on, who had that on their bingo card tonight? Who had Axel Johnson-Fialbi on their bingo card tonight? Who had Neil Pionk on their bingo card tonight? So many weird goals. Sam Gagner even added one. Like, what is going on? Carson Kuhlman came into today's game. He's filling for Blake Wheeler, who has had surgery. He's out 4 to 6 weeks. That is not good, and I'll be talking about that probably on Monday with all the Jets injuries and stuff like that, and what I think they should be doing. But honestly, right now, if they're going to play that way every night with half an AHL team on the right wing position, good God, keep the team together. Keep it rolling, boys. They're finding a really good way to find guys that, you know, are more or less role players and making them fit in really well with this team. Like Carson Kuhlman tonight played incredible. Shout out to that guy. We'll see if that continues for him, but he's playing on the top line. He looked really good tonight. Kyle Capobianco probably had his best game in the NHL. I can't say that for sure. I didn't really watch him much in Arizona, but good God, he looked incredible today. Sam Gagner had a really good game. Axel Johnson-Fialbi, who I've been a little bit low on lately, he rips one and scores. This was a weird game. Everybody that you didn't think would have a goal or a point tonight had one. But, you know, the big guys did come through too. Kyle Connor scored the first goal of this game to make it 1-0. And then from there, it was just a landslide. Capobianco scored, as I talked about earlier. Neil Pionk scoring in the second period as well. 3-0 Jets. Not even a minute in. Disgusting goal by Sam Gagner. Really nice feed from Pierre-Luc Dubois and Kyle Connor. And then Axel Johnson-Fialbi with his second of the year, just for fun. Both of those goals in the third period. And to break my little heart, and shout out to Sportsnet for jinxing Connor Hellebuck here with talking about a shutout. Bo Horvat scores his 22nd of the year to boost his trade value. And yeah, so it would break the shutout, but man, Connor Hellebuck, you are a machine, my friend. Just the 23 shots on goal tonight, but he does let in the goal to break the shutout. But overall, just another very calm, very collected Connor Hellebuck start. And Elliot Friedman currently on my TV telling me that Connor Hellebuck should be considered for the Hart Trophy. I agree, Elliot. I agree. This guy's a stud. I'm not really going to talk much about this game because it was just all Jets. Like, the Jets controlled this game completely. PLD had 3 assists in this game. Good for him. That line of Connor, Dubois, and Gagner looked very good, actually, and I hope that that is able to stick together. This team is so razor thin with depth at forward currently, with guys like Wheeler, Manalainen, Appleton, and of course Nikolai Ehlers, who's going to be back hopefully early January. Just so many injuries on that right wing, and you couldn't even tell. This was probably the most dominant game the Jets have played, and I feel like I've said that like 6 or 7 times this season, but the Jets are a really good team right now. I was a little bit worried about this Vancouver game just because Vancouver's a weird team. They like to win games 7-6. They like to win weird ones in overtime, but that did not happen tonight. The Winnipeg Jets forced the Canucks fans to start throwing jerseys on the ice. There was a jersey thrown on the ice in the third period when the Jets were winning 5-0, and I thought that was kind of funny. Ref picked it up and the play went on, but I don't know. At the end of that game, it was pretty much a clear building. Just all the Winnipeg Jets fans were there cheering. You could hear big, loud applause for the clinic that the Jets put on tonight, and I loved it. Jets took it to Vancouver. They win 5-1, and they will be playing Seattle tomorrow on a back-to-back. I do expect some lineup changes because, you know, that's kind of what they do. Be curious if Ville Heinola gets in. I didn't realize he didn't play for 2 weeks. That is a long time to not being, you know, playing hockey, so that makes sense that Capobianco was in tonight, and it paid off. I mean, hey, he scored. Good for him. First as a Jet. But yeah, lots of weirdness tonight. I could see Mikey Eyssimont making his return to the lineup, possibly tomorrow as well. Just get some fresh bodies in there, as it was a back-to-back. But tonight with the Vancouver Canucks, I believe this could be Bruce Boudreau's last game, or one of the last games. It wouldn't shock me if they can him here at the Christmas break, because good God, was that an ugly game. It's no secret that Vancouver's been, possibly talking about moving on from Bruce and maybe firing him sooner rather than later if things don't turn around. I don't think things are turning around in Vancouver anytime soon. That was an ugly, ugly game. I don't think Vancouver's going anywhere. And with the jersey being thrown on the ice and how poorly Vancouver played tonight against a Jets team that is playing a lot of fourth liners in their top 9 currently because of injury, I don't know. It doesn't look good for Bruce right now, and I wonder if this was his last game behind the Canucks bench. And the last thing that I'm going to touch on before we go, this was the 1-year anniversary of Paul Maurice stepping down from the Winnipeg Jets. December 17th last year in 2021, he did step down, and that made way for Dave Lowry, who was probably even worse than you could have ever imagined as an interim head coach. But Paul Maurice stepping down. I'd like to think that he was with us tonight as the Jets clobbered the Vancouver Canucks 5-1. But a very nice win. The Jets will take on the Seattle Kraken tomorrow. I'm hoping that Carson Kuhlman gets the nod again. I thought he played really well tonight, as I talked about earlier. I hope they play him against the Seattle Kraken. That's the team that put him on waivers, and I'd love to see him get a point, maybe even a goal against his former team. I always love seeing those revenge game scenarios, and I think players play harder in those revenge game scenarios. So I would love some more Carson Kuhlman, the coolest man in Winnipeg. Hopefully he gets the nod tomorrow. But with all that said, guys, I am going to wrap this up here because I would like to get up early and watch the World Cup tomorrow. Let me know down in the comments how you felt about the Jets win tonight in Vancouver and who you've got winning the World Cup tomorrow. Is it Lionel Messi and Argentina, or do you have France as the underdogs winning this game? Let me know down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great night, everybody. Go Jets, go. Bye-bye.